G'day, everyone. Once again, it's just me. Let's just wait for this shit mute thing to come up. Hang on. Who we got here? Hang on, just wait for this shit to go up. Oh, shit, sorry. Oh, what have I done here? Hang on. Bear with me. Okay. Yeah, g'day, everyone, again. If there's anyone in there that can come on, please come on, because I don't want to talk. To be honest, I'm not sure if this show's going to continue much longer. Going by the last 2 weeks, the people that came on early have dropped off for some reason. Don't know why. It's an opportunity for people to come on, but people aren't just coming on. Anyway, we'll see what happens. As far as my situation goes, yeah, I haven't been put in a camp yet. Hang on. I've been taking it easy. If you didn't know, Peekay Censored's my main channel, and I just use it for podcasts and interviews. I haven't been riding my bike like I have been. Pretty much can't be bothered doing that anymore. It's got to the point where it's a lost cause trying to talk to people walking down the street with masks on. It just does my head in seeing that every day, and I might try it again. The weather actually was much better here in Melbourne in the last week. A few warm, mildish days. I won't say warm, but springish days. But shit, it's back to winter again. It's back to winter, and come Friday, it's going to be 12 degrees, then 13, 14. I mean, fucking what? 12 degrees, and we're 1 month into spring. Anyway, that just makes life miserable for us Victorians and Melburnians. Yeah, in regards to my channel, Peekay Censored again too. I got a second strike a week ago, which meant they gave me 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I mean, it's like going to fucking school, being a naughty boy. 2 weeks. So I've got another week to go on that. And one more strike and it's gone. One more strike in the next 2.5 months and goodbye, that channel. But lo and behold, Peekay Censored again 3. That got a strike as well, its first strike. And I got a week suspension. And stupid me, thought today was going to be, the week was going to be up. And I tried to upload a video because I don't go on to Peekay Censored 3. I'm usually just logged on to Peekay Censored or again 2. So I went into Peekay Censored again 3. I know I should make shorter names, but anyway. And it said you have to actually accept the bullshit strike, you know, authorize, whatever. You have to click on I accept the strike, which I should have done a week ago, because now the bloody strike, you know, the 7-day suspension starts as of today. So I wasted a bloody week. So there's another week I've got to wait. But anyway, the rest is doing me good. Anyone come on? No. Yeah, the rest is doing me good. I've been doing a lot of gardening, catching up with some lovely people, just having a good time, having a break from this shit. It ain't getting any better here in Melbourne, and it's like I said in the video a couple of weeks ago, we are doomed. And I don't want to be pessimistic, but I'm not seeing any signs of any improvement. And what I did see, I think it was yesterday, there's a cult here in Melbourne called the Dan Andrews cult. And you're not going to believe this, but his popularity is higher than it was pre this corona shit. People are putting up banners outside the front of their houses. We love you, Dan. We are behind you, Dan. I mean, fucking what? They think he's a strong leader, you know? If you imprison your fellow supposed electorates, whatever you want to call them, people that you supposedly govern, if you put them in a prison, that's supposedly strong, and people like that. I mean, it's fucking beyond belief. Beyond fucking belief how after all this time, idiots cannot see what's going on. He reads out the same shit every day. It's live on TV every day. I just saw a clip of yesterday's. The cases are coming down, because that's the script. The cases are coming down, and who knows what's going to happen. Is he going to, stage 4 to stage 3 to stage 2, whatever? I don't even fucking know what stage 2 or stage 1 was, But it's all been scripted. So yesterday, I think it was 4 deaths. 1 in the 70s, 2 in the 90s, and God bless his soul, someone in their hundreds. Can you believe it? Yeah, hundreds. It was going to be in the Olympic team, the rowing event in the Olympics, which are going to supposedly be next year instead of this year. Yeah, he was going to be in the Coxless 4. He died. He died from COVID in his hundreds. Honestly. And people just, watch this every day thinking, yeah, this is real. I spoke to a person who said, so you're very angry, but I agree with you that, this and that, and, but I hate to tell you, but my daughter was hospitalized with COVID. I said, fucking bullshit. She had the flu. Anyway, that'll be a once only time that I spoke to that person. Come on, someone, get on here for Christ's sake. Hey, Mickey Mo. Good on you, mate. Do some talking, mate. I'm sick of freaking talking. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. How you doing?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I know how you're doing.
Yeah,
Hang
well,
on, where's my camera?
I like your change of name, No Mask Mo. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, tell us. I know. I'm reading the comments before the show, and it looks like the shit's going to hit the fan in the UK, and people are sitting back, seeing what's happening here. This is our winter time here, and definitely, it's going to take over and come your winter time, whether it's UK and all the other countries. What do you think, mate?
I don't know. I think it could go either way at the moment. Boris announced a load of new restrictions yesterday. More people are waking up to it. The restrictions they're making are so arbitrary that people are looking at it and thinking and saying, it's not right. It's just weird. It's not about controlling a virus.
Where are you getting that from?
Social media. People that previously were well into this virus thing are now sort of coming round and saying it's not right and questioning it more. Even I've noticed even on the mainstream media over here, more and more people are not more and more, but some of the mainstream journalists are beginning to question it a little bit more now and give whoever they're interviewing a bit more of a chasing and questioning things a little bit more. But you don't know. There's a big protest in London on Saturday, Trafalgar Square. I'm going to go to that. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to go to that.
What, you plan on getting 500,000? I heard, or close.
Well, there was one last weekend that I couldn't go to. That I think 35,000 were there. and there was one at the end of August in Trafalgar Square that had 35,000 there, 40,000. If you read the mainstream, they'll say there was hundreds there. They'll say hundreds, but there was thousands there. So I think it would be a bit of a stretch to think that 500,000 would be there. But we shall see. I shall go and get some footage and see what happens.
It seems like Trafalgar Square is the common place to have these protests there.
Yeah, I've no idea why. The only thing I can think of is it's a space large enough to accommodate a lot of people.
Right. Is Kate organising it, or David Icke as well?
Who's organising this one? Just let me see if I can find. I'll try and find that out for you.
Yeah.
Because when you say Kate, do you mean Kate the nurse? Sorry about my camera. I'm holding my phone. Do you mean Kate the nurse?
The one of the big the lips. What do you call it?
Sherry Marnie.
Yeah.
I don't think she's organising this one. They had one on the 19th last Saturday, which was attended. That was like a medical professionals demonstration and a series of presentations from medical professionals. So Kate would have been there, Dr. Adil, people like that. It's this one's different. I think there's going to be other speakers there this weekend. I believe David Icke's going to be there, and Piers Corbyn, as well.
The same guys.
He'll get arrested again, no doubt. But there's rumours last week, and some people say it's true, some say it isn't, that a guy was killed by the police at the protest last week. I'm hearing different things, whether that's true or not, though. I've seen footage of the police rushing the protesters. But you don't know what to believe. You don't know what's real and what isn't these days, do you? You don't know what to believe.
Yeah. Well, are your cops your normal cops, or are they like our cops now, which the United Nations Chinese?
No, they all look like the militarized, fucking,
We've been taken over by the United Nations, mate. It's unfucking.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's why these planes have been coming in for the last month during the night. I don't know where they're staying, but that's definitely, they brought in these heartless cops, whatever, from China, UN, and they'll shoot to kill. And the only hope we got here is if we can get our normal police here, because we know that a lot of them are thinking this is wrong, but we got to get them to put their arms down and join our side. Otherwise, we have no hope. Same applies to you there, but we have to get them on our side because then we can't lose. We can't lose. We've got nothing to fear then.
A lot of regional police chiefs, from what I've seen, are saying that they don't really have the appetite to enforce the rules. Like Boris doubled the fines for not obeying the rule of six. Have you heard of this rule of six? It's all the sixes: 6 feet, six people. So basically, you're not allowed to mix in more than groups of 6 anywhere. And he's doubled the fines now to £200 if you break that rule and if you don't wear a mask. But I'm hearing that the police in most areas of Britain don't have the appetite to enforce it. I've not known anybody. I've not heard of anybody that's received a fine for that yet.
The
mask or breaking the rule of 6. I've heard of some £10,000 fines for people organising big old house parties. And obviously, Piers Corbyn has been fined £10,000 for organising the protests.
Robert Trefka, come on, will you? So your pubs are open, aren't they?
Yeah, but they have to shut at 10. you have to sit at a table. You can't walk around. You have to have table service. If you're not at a table, you have to wear a mask. You can't talk to anybody at a different table, and you can't be at a table of more than 6 people. So, I mean, I'm not a big pub goer anyway, but it sounds about as much fun as, I don't know.
I won't be.
A dinner party with Matt Hancock, I think it's about as much fun as that.
Yeah, I mean, they're struggling to survive as it is to get back, and people aren't going to go to that shit sitting like that and putting the mask on every time they went to get a beer or go to the toilet. I suppose you got to put the mask on and you got to sign.
Yeah, it won't be.
No, fuck it, you know. But that's what they want. They don't want people going there. They want the businesses to close, you know.
They will. Thousands of pubs are going to close in this country. Absolutely thousands. It's going to destroy them. And the excuses they give for closing at 10 o'clock, Boris Johnson actually said, what did he say? The virus transmits more after alcohol after 10 o'clock or something like that.
They've done studies.
Yeah, the virus knows. The virus knows.
Smart virus. It knows the time. It knows the distances. It knows.
It knows how many people are in your group.
Yeah, the age of people. It knows fucking everything.
It's one smart germ.
So what time do pubs normally close?
Well, we had. I don't go to pubs very much. I mean, usually 11 o'clock. But I thought there was 24-hour licensing. I don't know. I don't go to pubs a lot. Usually 11 o'clock.
Our pubs close. They go till like 4 a.m. because of the poker machines, and open up 4 hours later. I mean, they're all virtually all night. But geez.
They must be all shut now in Melbourne, right? Are you still under this? Are you still under this stage 4 lockdown in Melbourne?
Yeah, we've had nothing
Victoria.
open. We've had nothing open for like 3 months. I can't even get my hair cut. but
do you want me to come over with my clippers and do it? I only know one style.
I don't think that suits me, to be honest. But I just haven't got the. Yeah, they're allowing pets to be groomed, would you believe? But apparently, not mobile or some shit. But yeah, pets are allowed to be groomed, but we can't get our hair cut. Anyway, something's going to happen. What's today? I think it's the end of. Actually, I think it's this Sunday. There's going to be the next part of the script. I don't know what it's going to be, but you always hear them talk. They say this, and this, and they always say until the vaccine comes. Until the vaccine comes. All about stretching out till the vaccine.
They stopped the vaccine trials last week or 2 weeks ago in Britain, Oxford University, because I don't know if you saw this, they reported that somebody had developed a spinal infection or transverse myelitis as a result of it. Yeah, so they stopped it. I mean, I've not seen any names. I've not seen any interviews of any people that have done that. I think that was purely done. I think it happened. I think it was purely done to put in the minds of people that we're taking safety really seriously with this vaccine. Exactly. I think that's the story there. Because when it happened and you saw news reports about it and Matt Hancock being interviewed about it and whoever, none of the presenters were actually asking, well, you know, what happened? What happened to this person? How are they? It was all about, well, how long will this put the vaccine back? That was all they were interested in.
Is this the second one? Because the original one happened a couple of weeks ago. Is this another one?
Nah, that one. I haven't been on for a few weeks, so it was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought there was another one yesterday.
No, but unless there has been, I've not heard of it.
Yeah, you're spot on. It's to make it all this one person that's had a bit of a side effect, so we're really stringent, and that one will come clean. So it's all good, everyone. That was the one.
How anybody can think that a vaccine is safe when they're on about potentially getting it out to to prioritizing people for this vaccine before Christmas. How anybody can think that is safe when we didn't even know about this virus 12 months ago. It's just crazy. How can you know the long-term effects of a vaccine? Normally takes years. Normally takes years.
7 apparently. But people are going to be desperate. They're going to be offered, no more lockdowns. Yeah. They'll take anything. They'll just say, the vaccine's a vaccine. What harm can happen with a vaccine? They don't put any shit in there. Yeah. Wow. Let's wait and see.
Why have companies like GSK and AstraZeneca paid out billions in damages?
Yeah, but
over the years if they're safe. But they've been indemnified now. They're indemnifying them.
Indemnified's the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would they do that?
If it's safe, yeah. Why would they need to do that? But Bill Gates was talking about that on the BBC back in April. I can't say the word. Indemnifying the companies. He was saying that back in April on the BBC. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard much about Bill or what he's doing lately. He's just sitting back, rubbing his hands together. This is all going virtually 100% to plan. Protests in Melbourne are non-existent. People are shit frightened because there's like double the police to any protesters. And honestly, it is stiff of a protest. They're trying to trick it by using, I don't know how, encrypted messages on Facebook. I don't know how people are getting the info, but they're trying to do it every week in places that have only been told like an hour before. But the police only need 10 minutes. They're hot on the Facebook. Anyone that's putting anything up, and they're even knocking a friend of mine. They knocked on a door twice last week. She never opened the door. Supposedly they were actually warning people not to go to a protest. Can you believe cops would knock on your door during the week?
Yeah.
We've got a new person, but he's having trouble logging in here. But anyway, keep trying, Adrian.
Peekay, I'm going to have to go. This was only a quick one because I've got to go back to work. They've changed my sort of working patterns at work. This is why I haven't been on recently. So I've got to go back. So I'm on a call in a few minutes. So I just thought I'd jump on and say hello, so you weren't too lonely. Hopefully I'll catch you again another week. Keep doing this, though. Keep doing it. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going, mate.
Thanks for your support, mate, and take care. And hopefully, things don't get any worse. Keep in touch, all right, mate?
All right, mate. And you, when anybody going to London, Trafalgar Square on Saturday, if you see me, come and say hello. It's okay. Take care. See ya.
Catch you. All right, mate. All right. Adrian, where are you? You're trying to come on, but looks like you're having some technical problems there. Go on again. All right. Well, that was one of our regulars, Mickey Mo. Mickey No Mask Mo. Anyone else here? Give me a look. Anyone else in chat that's got the link that wants to come on? Please come on. I'm only going to do 1 hour. We've nearly gone half an hour. We're only going to do 1 hour tonight. Fred Smith, I missed you. Did you ask for Ash? I actually spoke to her on the phone today. She's having personal problems, having a bit of a break from things. Yeah, so leave it at that. You probably won't see the lovely Ash for a while, sadly. Don't know where Robert. You're too tired, Robert. Not even for 10 minutes. Haven't seen you for 3 weeks, mate. If you can come on, please do. I don't know. Ask me some questions, guys, because I don't really know what to talk about at the moment. I've got a good joke. I'll finish the night off with a good joke, all right? Robbie's been working too hard. Glad someone's working. Fred Smith, I knew you'd be shattered about the Ash news, but anyway. Barry Atkins. Cheers, PK. Who else we got here? Sorry. Aussie Bob, George. Oh, God, we got 135 people. Just got a Skype message from Danny Cyrus. Sorry, Danny, I've been really busy. I know you've been sending me stuff on Skype. Danny was a guy I did not sure. I think it was a James Fetzer interview, and he was there as well. But anyway, any questions from anyone? Have got any Melbourne people here? Any Melbourne people? Let me know. I want to know how you're feeling. I just want to mention, 2 nights ago, roughly the same time as now, 9:30. Bloody this noise up in the air. I go, what the fuck is this? It just, it was going from, I don't know how many minutes. It wasn't a helicopter. I went outside and it was flashing these lights like you cannot believe it. And it was going around in a big circle. I don't know what it was because it was dark, and it must be one of these new search planes that the government's invested in. I don't know. But bloody hell, it was creepy. So who knows what they're doing? Are they flying planes to check out that everyone's inside after freaking 9 o'clock? I mean, it's so pathetic. I went for a drive yesterday because my car's been sitting there. The car wouldn't start up. Not that the battery went flat, but because, I don't know, the alternator or the starter motor needs to be working regularly. So I needed a good drive, and I went down the freeway. Fucking hell, every 100 metres, the signs up reminding, curfew. Make sure you're locked up between 9 and 5. If I didn't see it once, I saw it fucking 100 times. No. And the joke about it is, as you know, if you don't know, Mr. Andrews, Dictator Dan, is supposed to be getting his orders from the chief health officer, some fucking idiot that no one's ever heard of till this shit started, some unelected piece of shit that works for some organisation who now runs the country or runs the state. But he never got the orders from him for the curfew. And he didn't get it from the cops either. So Andrew says, it's to make the police it's there to make the police job easier. What the fuck is that? Make the police job easier? Lock everyone inside from 9 till 5? Who gives a fuck about the police? But that's what he said. And this is a week ago, and still no one knows a single thing about this bullshit curfew. Not that it really worries me much, but God, must affect a lot of people. My main concern is the 5 kilometre bullshit. We can't go out of 5 kilometres from your house. I mean, fucking, that's unbelievable. Anyway. Speaking of the lovely Ash, she's here. She apologises for being late. She's apologising a lot lately. If you check the videos out, I'm not sure. Ash, I meant to ask you on the phone. Why the fuck are you apologising? There's nothing to apologise about. Anyway, you can tell the people in chat what it's all about. I don't know. Adrian, was that you trying to get on? Hang on. Oh, shit. Sorry. We got a few people. Sorry, I've been slack, guys. I didn't have a look. Oh, sorry.
Same as last week.
Eddie, I saw a message from you thinking that I was off the scene, but no. My main channel's still going. I got to keep doing this. I got to keep keep this going.
We thought you were going to have a 2-week holiday, Peekay. Take some time off.
That's from putting videos up, mate. That's on my other channel.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's not consuming stuff. But yeah, how's it going? How's Sonia? Put your head in, Sonia.
Hi.
Oh my God, there's my head. There you go. Still married?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Must be pain in the ass being together and not be able to go out anywhere. I don't know. You can go out, can't you?
Yeah, we can go out. Yeah.
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 We can go to the beach and things like
Beach. Shit.
that.
12 degrees here on Friday. You wouldn't want to go to the beach here, mate.
It's just becoming summertime now, Peekay, Queensland.
Summertime, fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's winter. Anyway,
Starting to warm up.
yeah, we did for a few days, but now the next 4 days are going to be Scheisenhausen, as good old Rex Hunt would say. Roscoe, where you been?
Hello. Speaking of beaches, have you seen the our Melbourne beaches? It's like the new police stations.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, people going on bike rides down the coast and all that. It's just police after police after police. Every 5 meters, there's like a bunch of 5, 6 cops standing around, all down the coast. Chelsea, Seaford, all the way up the bay.
Are they actually on the sand or on the pavement or?
No, on the pavement. Cars, cop cars everywhere. They just standing there, just watching people. They're just watching people. I don't know.
No one on the fucking beaches. Give it a break.
Fun place.
Anyway, what I want to ask, have you heard of this omnibus thing?
Hang on, before I do, what shirt you wearing?
No, not NASA.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. Yeah, what happened today? Corona, good stuff.
No Pepsi this week.
Oh, glad you got rid of that shit. So there was supposed to be some bullshit about the omnibus today. What filled me in?
Well, I don't know too much about it yet. All I know is the legislation, which I don't know whether it's passed or not yet, but all I know is a lot of judges and politicians want to stop it because it pretty much gives Daniel Andrews the power to do whatever the fuck he wants whenever he wants. That's it. And I should have had a copy of it. It says it overrides all it's called the Human Rights Charter. It overrides the Constitution. It overrides everything. All that stuff is irrelevant now.
Yeah, and it's hinging on that piece of garbage, Fiona Patton.
But there's so much to it. There's things like I quickly glanced through it. There's things like they're saying things like how if you're a landlord, you can't raise your rent unless you get government permission. If you're a landlord, you can't evict people after the lease has ended unless you get government permission. If you're a business owner, you've got to tell them how much you're earning for some reason. It's complete control. Like, it's obvious now. It's too obvious. Like, it's got nothing to do with the virus.
Oh, shit, really?
It basically gives anybody permission for them to give permission to come and arrest you.
Yeah, that's the other thing, yeah.
That's
and
the
they can
main.
pull your trousers down and stick the needle up your bum.
And it's anyone. It doesn't have to be a policeman or a health inspector. Yep. It could be a fucking, the garbage. Cancel, yeah.
Daniel Andrews can ring me and say, go arrest Peekay, and I have to go arrest you.
Yeah, try it. Yeah, there's a big petition going out. I just said, it's been sent it today to, get rid of Dan Andrews. I don't know what petition.
There's also the what's called trials in the court, no longer by jury, it's only by judge. So no jury in the court cases.
What?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like court cases which normally would have a jury, now it's only just a judge. It's complete. Like if someone reads this, it's really obvious now. All it is complete control of the state, what we do.
So just for Victoria, everywhere around the world we have a jury, but Victoria, I suppose China does.
It keeps saying temporary, but when they say temporary, it just
means yeah. COVID normal until the vaccine comes.
Oh, but you also know I think I mentioned it last week. He hinted to it the other day that he may not be able to ease restrictions if the number of tests keep dropping.
Testing, yeah. That's his excuse. So
I thought that was the whole point of the lockdown, to stop the infection so we don't get sick, so we don't need to go get tested.
he said 11,000 people got tested on Sunday. Who the fuck on Sunday would go and get tested? Tell me. Because they knew that. Because anyone with half a brain says, well, if no one get tested, there can't be any fucking cases. So the restrictions will all go. Oh, no, hang on. We're too smart for you. So if the test numbers drop, sorry, you're not going to get your restrictions lifted. I mean, they got us fucking by the balls. But I spoke to someone today. I was thinking about how smart they are with this. You know, when it all started, right, they had to pump out the big fear. And the initial fear was the China bullshit videos of people dropping dead. Wow, that was the big one. But then they used the celebrities. You name them all. Early on, Tom Hanks, Boris Johnson, Prince Charles. They had to get the celebrities, and people go, wow, you know, the celebrities can get it. So that has all just died off in the last. They don't even give a fuck about celebrities and cases, you know. But that was big then.
Except Elisa Milano.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that. Don't you stripper or something? But the thing is, guys, you can talk to anyone. And the other thing they said, they had the models. 2 million people are going to die in America, 1.2 in the UK, and 100,000 in Australia. So, you know, big fear. But because that is way, way, way down, guess what? They can't lose, because they're going to say it's because of the lockdown, because of the hand washing, because of the mask, because of the social distancing. We have saved all these lives. That's why we got the cult of Dan Andrews. People with banners everywhere. We love you, Dan, because you've been so strong and you've saved 100,000 lives. I mean, that's how smart they are. They can't lose. They put the big shit at the start. Nothing happens, which we knew nothing was going to happen because it's all fucking bullshit. And people go, oh, thank you, we love you. That's how fucked it is. I mean, yeah, the flu's disappeared. Yeah, oh, thank you, because we washed our hands and the flu's disappeared. I mean, fucking, sorry, guys. Adrian's trying to get on. I don't know what you're trying to use, Adrian, but you're not getting in there for some reason. So, you look like you've been in the Bahamas, Eddie. Fucking, you're making me jealous, mate.
The sun's come out in the last couple of days. It's now like coming up to summer in Queensland.
Okay,
it's been 27 the last couple of days.
You sure you haven't got a bit of abo in you? I shouldn't say that. Sorry. Look at me and Roscoe. We look like we're fucking in the middle of fucking London.
My ancestors are from Egypt as well.
Oh, jeez. Anyway,
would I get?
I heard you talk about sorry.
Do you think I can get away with being an abo?
Well, they're smarter than us because there's no deaths in the Northern Territory, mate. You know? They're doing something right. Or maybe the virus is racist and doesn't like Aboriginals. I don't know. Very smart.
A good story today, Peekay. They're opening the borders with New South Wales and Queensland. And the army have got to step down because they're preparing for storm season. So what do the army know that we don't know?
Storm season.
Storm season, yep. They can't stay at the borders anymore because they're all so busy because storm season's upon us.
It's that Melbourne Storm in the rugby league playing the finals. No? All right.
No.
Storm season.
Reading between the lines, what are they trying to say?
It's a bit like what they call the where the cops are blocking off Melbourne. They can't do it in the rain because they might get wet or something.
Did you hear the latest?
But they can run booze buses whenever they want, when it's raining or not. But for some reason they can't do the checkpoints when it's raining.
Have you seen many booze busters? Like, I don't drive much.
I haven't seen any.
They've cut down on that. Maybe, not too worried about that. They're making money on the other shit, but you're not going to believe this. I read this today, so hang on, let me find it. This is the absolute shit that comes out. There it is. Why speaking English may spread more coronavirus than some other languages.
What?
Studies have shown that if you speak English, you're going to spread the virus more, because apparently when you talk English, you sort of spit more. And it's been tested on professors at universities, of people who sit in the front row. They tend to get more spit on them from English speaking. I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
I don't want to be racist, but have you ever heard of Muslim scream?
I don't know. Is there anything this COVID shit doesn't, it's just beyond.
By the way, I heard those things in the sky the other night too, Peekay, that you were talking about.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it was though. I couldn't see nothing.
Surveillance of some kind.
A lot of lights, a lot of different coloured lights too.
But it was different to a helicopter. It didn't sound like a helicopter. It sounded like something else.
No, it was more than a helicopter, mate. Fucking,
yeah.
It was. I know a helicopter noise, but it wasn't that. Anyway.
Must be the drones.
I reckon drones.
That was too big for a drone. Drones are little tiny things, and drones are pretty quiet. I think they're silent, actually. So they're everywhere, but anyway. Yeah. Doesn't look like anyone from overseas wants to come on the show anymore, apart from Mickey Mo, and they're probably, I don't know, what's wrong with them? Probably they're going out, they're out doing whatever, and we're locked inside like fucking prisoners. So,
where's Terrible Tim?
He was there somewhere, but right.
I've got a 5G fun fact if you want to hear it.
A what?
A 5G fun fact. A fun fact about 5G.
Yeah, well, that sort of, who knows what's happening with that? Have they switched it on? Has it had any effect?
I don't know if anyone's mentioned this before. Like I researched it probably a few weeks ago. Then I looked at it the other day, and I was still getting all the cruise ships that had the deaths had all been upgraded to the Medallion Net, which is the 5G technology, and the cruise ships that haven't been upgraded didn't have any deaths or cases.
Well, I'll tell you one thing there. Fuck the cruise ships. There was no deaths on any of them. It was all.
I'm just saying, like, if 5G is making people sick, which it possibly could be, then it's possible that the ones that were upgraded may have had people getting sick, and no one. It's just strange. Why didn't they use any of the ones that haven't been upgraded to say that people were getting sick? You know what I mean? It's just strange. It's just either coincidental or, to me, it's just really weird. It's only the ones that were upgraded that had the cases and deaths.
Don't know. Yeah, they reckon Wuhan was where they started this 5G. That's all a lot of shit too. I don't know. Terrible Tim. No, we won't have him on tonight because this is a patron show. We'll have him on. We'll do a show in a couple of weeks' time, Tim. So you're going there in good old New Jersey. Anyway, anything you want to say, Sonia?
Anything you want to say?
No.
Any questions? Anything about?
Does she look like an Abbo? Give us another look.
No, I don't. Oh,
no, you're a little bit red. You look like you're a little burnt.
Yeah, it's that white British skin.
Pommy skin.
Yeah.
Well, how come Eddie hasn't got the white skin?
I've been here too many years.
He's been here too long. I think that's why. And I think he's got a bit of Italian or something in him. That's probably why.
That helps.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't got that kind of skin. I just go red and then go brown. But yeah, it's a bit hot for me at the moment.
What's the temperature there?
27.
27.
Oh, bullshit. was 14 of you today. What am I doing? What are we doing living here, Roscoe?
It wasn't that cold, was it?
Oh, bullshit. Did you go out and the wind was bloody freezing?
So,
I went on my bike and it was bloody freezing. The chill. Anyway, what else we want to talk about? We've got another 15 minutes, guys.
So what are you actually doing with yourself at the moment, PK?
Me?
Yeah.
Well-earned rest.
I love my music and I spend a lot of time working on music videos that I've collected over the years, all sorts, and put them on DVD, and I keep remaking because I get better ones, and it takes like 6 hours to upload, to create a file with 130 songs on it, 6-hour DVDs, and I play them, I put them on the big screen, and I actually had a party last Friday. I had a friend over, we had a bit of another party. The cops didn't come this time. We had a few people, a couple of ladies stopped in front, and we talked to them, and they said, "Can we come over and join us?" I said, "Oh, well, I'd love to, but can only have one person here at a time." "Oh, we'll just bring a seat and sit on the nature strip." "Well, do it, yeah. They said they love my music, so yeah. When it all comes back to normal, I'm going to have a big party, and I'm going to invite everyone again. So hopefully, going to have a bit of a rage here, if it ever happens. Roscoe's into music too, aren't you, Roscoe? A bit of a DJ. Still doing it? What's happened there with that?
I stopped that about probably 2 years ago.
Oh.
Well, I was doing private parties, but I was working at clubs and stuff up until about 2 years ago. And then I started doing parties, weddings, 21st and stuff, which I'm still doing, but obviously not at the moment because no one's having anything.
You got your own gear and you cart it around? What?
Yeah.
Like a mobile thing?
Yeah. Speakers, amp, decks, computer.
How do you cart it around?
In the car.
Oh, you need more car. Fucking hell.
I don't set up some big, stage or anything. It's just, speakers are 14 inches high. No, 14-inch speaker, so about 15, 16 inch all up, each speaker. The lights, 4 or 5 lights, about that big each, with the camera. I don't know, about 12 inches each light. There's not that much stuff. The decks.
Oh, you don't use
in the boot and the back seat.
Hey? Do you use turntables or CD?
I don't use CDs. I use decks. I've got decks, but I hook up the decks to the computer, so all the music's MP3. So I control the music from the computer via the decks.
Oh.
Somebody wants to know, what music do you play, Roscoe?
Everything. I've got about 60,000 songs from the 50s to today. Just depends on the party.
I used to cart massive gear on the back of I built a sort of a trailer around this equipment that fitted in perfectly. That was my original gear, and the speakers were massive, and it was too hard. It got to me, especially at late at night. Everyone's pissed as farts, and you're trying to take it all out, put it in your thing. No one helped you. One guy helped me once. He coming down the stairs, and they fucking dropped the speaker, and it went bang, bang, bang down the stairs. Oh. Anyway, that's
why I like doing it at the clubs, because at the clubs you just rock up. You don't have to bring your speakers and stuff.
I was going to ask you just off the side. I've been making medleys. Medleys and mega mixes are different. Mega mixes have actually got a beat to it. Do you know where to get the beat to some of these mega mixes? I looked up YouTube trying to get a beat. Like Stars on 45. You got the beat to the.
They're called loops. So depending on the style, so you might want like an R&B loop or a 70s type loop, 80s,
60s, mate.
Whatever it is you want. They're called loops. So
all right, good. I'll look it up.
You got melody loops, drum loops.
Yeah, I just want a bit of a beat that goes through every song the same, you know.
Yep.
I've been spending fucking weeks and months on making mega mix medleys on, you know, virtually every song I've got. All right, on that, what else we want to talk about? Oh,
Do you hear the Afghanistan's just seem sort of getting a free ticket?
hey?
The Afghanistan's in Casey, you know, the ones that what was it? They won't be fined for breaking restrictions because they want. Oh, was it that? Because they want them to. I don't know what he said. Daniel Andrews said like because the Casey outbreak.
Oh, there was some families spread the bullshit.
So he wasn't going to fine them or something because of a communication breakdown. So he wanted to make sure they you can communicate with them. So because if they were to fine them, they could get angry or something. They could get mad. So they'd rather keep it peaceful for the Afghanistan. Everyone else don't give a fuck.
Yeah. No. Put that properly. These people got paid because they use their names as cases, but it's all fucking bullshit.
Well, I'm in the city of Casey, and I don't know anyone. And people I speak to, no one knows anyone that has been tested or has had a case or been positive or nothing.
No one.
I'm in the city of Casey. No one. Not one person.
Anyway, mate. It's all fucking. He reckons 11,000 people got tested on Sunday. Fuck off. Who's going to go get tested?
Bullshit.
I drive by the Casey Test Centre. I drive by the Keysborough Test Centre, and there's always no one there.
20,000 a day, they reckon, in Queensland.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. I get up in the morning. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to beat the rush and drive and catch a cab. I've seen people catch cabs. I saw a photo of a cab in the queue to get tested. I mean, fucking what? Honestly, but apparently, he's paying $300 a shot if you get tested. You get $300 now. I mean, that's how desperate they are. There's more to it, of course, but they make out, it's to get the numbers. Whatever. It's fucking more than
get people used to what's it called, the generic income or whatever it is.
What do they call it? Something that's supposed to be coming in. The what's it called?
One world payment.
One world payment or something, or
just like on that new omnibus legislation, it talks about how if you're a landlord, you must accept payments via centre pay. Like, what does that tell you?
Centre pay.
Centre pay. In other words, people that are on Centrelink payments. So if you're a landlord, you must accept payments through their Centrelink into your account, except if they don't authorise you. So the government can say, if you're a landlord, the government can tell you that you're not authorised to accept centre pay payments, but as a landlord, you must accept centre pay payments.
So universal basic income.
Yeah, universal income. That's right. Yeah.
That's what Ash just said. So where'd you read all this shit?
If you just look up omnibus and you can download the legislation.
No, it can't be fucked.
It's pretty long. Like that's why I said I had a glance through it today. I want to do it properly because there's a lot of shit in there, a lot of stuff.
Omnibus.
Talk about family violence. To talk about youth, children. There's heaps.
My brother came around today. He's older than me. Over the years, I don't give a fuck. And now all of a sudden he's bringing the newspaper. Just read this is what? In the middle spread some bullshit about, I don't know, some 26-year-old, they said, died here in Victoria, and they had to reassess it because it was fucking wrong or some shit. They keep trying to use these anyone under 50. They're busting to get anyone under 50. But they can't. Like I said, guys, I keep telling people now, this is the only thing I ever bring up now because there can't be stuff going in all the other shit. 27,000 cases in Australia. 17,000 of them, which is 2/3, are from 0 to 50, which is 75%, or even closer to 80% of Australian population. 17,000 cases, 2 dead.
Yeah.
2 dead out of 17,000 cases, and everyone that's walking down the street is under 50, and they're fucking worried about dying when 2 people, bullshit people, 30-year-old and 42 somewhere in Melbourne that don't exist, no name, no idea how they died or where they died, whoever they are, but even just using 2 out of 17,000 cases. Fuck! If people knew that, they might wake up, but it's beyond belief.
You can tell people that Peekay, they will not listen. They're so brain dead that you're a conspiracy nut. Because they don't hear that on the TV, they won't believe it.
I just hope Daniel Andrews has sort of been forced into a play with the testing. I don't know whether it's planned or whether he has to say, he can't ease restrictions because there's not enough testing. Because if he's been forced to go into that spot or use that narrative, then I'm hoping more people will wake up to it. Because, surely people aren't going to just accept it, because people aren't getting tested, we're going to stay locked down. That's just...
I heard this week you've now been locked down longer than Wuhan was. Melbourne's been locked down longer than Wuhan.
Yeah, Wuhan had pool parties the other week.
Mm.
We're the lucky country, lucky city, lucky state. Fuck it. Anyway, guys.
You hear how another autistic kid went missing and was found dead?
Yes.
I tried to look that up. I searched autistic death. Nothing came up because someone told me in comments that
I think
they weren't allowed to search.
There was that one today, and then there was the other one, last month or 2 months ago. Sorry, there was 2 at the same time when that William, whatever his name was, one went missing and they found him 3 days later. And in New South Wales, an autistic kid went missing the same time as that William guy. And now this one, I don't know. I just think it's weird.
This afternoon, didn't they? They found the body this afternoon.
Yeah.
14-year-old.
And all 3 of them autistic. In the last 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is, 3 missing kids autistic.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, that's not right. Sorry. Maybe they took the flu vaccine. Not maybe, but
I know I looked at the William Callahan one, and there was something really fishy about that one. Something just wasn't right with that, but yeah. But anyway,
is he going to come up with something on Sunday? Is he regards fucking easy restrictions? Is that right?
Well, I reckon he will. I reckon he'll drop it down to whatever he's meant to drop it down to.
So the 5K shit will go.
Whatever he said was going to, however he's going to ease it. But then I think after that he's going to start creating something to either keep it like that.
They're going to do something bad because if it all goes good and there's no cases, no deaths, and they say, "Oh, we've got the vaccine now," people say, "Shove your fucking vaccine. There's no virus anymore." They got to somehow bring it on at a time and cause so many cases of deaths.
What about you see the article that apparently 80% of the population has had COVID, but we didn't know?
Oh, fucking what? Well,
because they sampled a few hundred people, which means the whole population must have it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had it, but I didn't know. But I'm still, I'm all right. It's unreal.
They've got to keep it going if they want people to take the vaccines, haven't they? No, they're not going to drop down too hard on the fear.
We won't have vaccines because of the monkey shortage, remember?
Mm.
Right. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock.
See ya.
All right. Last words, anyone?
Hopefully the lockdown's eased because I'm going to be in fucking Brisbane in November. Well, I want to be anyway.
Good luck. I'd see all these people and and dating sites. Oh, I love to travel, love to travel. It's going to be great when things go back to normal. I said, no, sorry. Sorry. Throw away your passport because you won't need it. Those days are gone. Fuck. I heard somewhere Jetstar or they're going to double their flights or something in the next week or so. Like, fucking, yeah, right.
Actually, there's one question I want to ask you, PJ, because this is sort of going around in my head at the moment, is people that accuse you of being a conspiracy theorist, full of shit, whatever, these same people, I reckon, they're going to come around soon and say, oh, shit, maybe you're right. You know, this isn't about a virus. I'm in two minds, either to tell them to, well, it's your fault that we went through all this, or do I, consolidate them and say, oh, yeah, it's about time. Because, like, it sort of pisses me off that these people only now are sort of coming to. Because if they came to at the start with everyone else that fucking had some brains, we wouldn't have gone through this.
Exactly. Yeah, I knew this was going to come. When it finally happens, they're going to say, oh, yeah, we knew. We just didn't want to say anything. Yeah, that's what my brother says. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I knew that. Bullshit, you knew that. That's what they're going to say. And they're going to make it like they were the idiots that, were saying, was all real and all that shit, all these events. They'll cop out of it, They won't admit, yeah, we were fucking wrong. You were right. I apologise for calling you a conspiracy nutter, Anyway.
Yeah, but I'm more of the thought, well, you know what? It was you were part of the problem at the start. Like, that's my train of thought is like, don't, it's pointless what you're saying now because a bunch of us were saying that from the start and no one listened. Now you're saying it, it's too late now. You were the problem.
Too late now. Don't suck up to me.
Go sit in your home and watch TV. Like, it's too late. You wanted to do that at the start, you keep doing it.
You were too gutless to get ridiculed for speaking up. Well, fuck off. Don't come up to me and say, yeah, well, you were right. Anyway.
If they do wake up, you get them to throw their TV away.
Yeah, well, that's on the other hand. Like, you can, accept it and hopefully, they'll wake up to everything else.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming on again. Thanks, everyone. We've had the usual numbers, just over 100, which is good. Like I said, I'll keep doing this as long as I can. Even if my YouTube channel goes down, I'll, start one up just for this. Even if I don't make videos, because I don't know, I can't keep doing that forever and ever. Fucking hell. Because when this either, like I said, this is the end. We either win or we lose, and there's no in-betweens. And if we win, there won't be any need to fucking worry about making videos, and because all the shit's going to be gone. If we lose, fucking hell, we won't even be allowed to get on the internet. Who knows what it's going to be like. So, and that's not going to be too far away, probably just after Christmas. They'll allow us to have Christmas, with a few people, the family, and make us feel good. But then, bang, the new year, by God, it's going to be.
Oh, we'll be allowed to use the internet, but someone would have to come into our house and pre-install the apps we're allowed to use.
Yeah. North Korea.
My broadband, hang on. Yesterday in the morning, my internet just shit itself. I was like, what have I done wrong? Get a plug on. Broadband, the NBN was down for like 7 hours. How the fuck does that happen? You wouldn't think that would go down, but anyway. So
trialing it, testing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming on. Roscoe, Eddie, Sonia, Mickey. Sorry, Adrian, if you couldn't make it, fix your gear up maybe next week. He said he wanted to do a private chat. I don't know what you mean by that. Come on here. That's the idea of this. I haven't got time to talk to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in private. I've got my own private life. Sorry. But I do my best. That's the idea, patrons. I'm not sort of saying, be a patron, but you get the opportunity to talk to me in private on Patreon. whereas you can't really do it on just normal YouTube. Or that's one of the advantages of it. If you whatever. Anyway, don't want to rave on. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you again.
Take care.
Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys.